Alright guys, welcome back to Hyrule Warriors. Last time we met in Hyrule Warriors, we, what did we do last part? Oh, we got the Master Sword, that's what happened. And I forgot, give me a second, I forgot to switch my output device to be my headphones, so that is why you heard my Windows problem sound for a second there. So yeah, we are actually, we just got the Master Sword, and we also killed Wizrow I think the last time we're going to encounter Wizrow. At least until, you know, we start playing as the villains for, Sia's Tale. And I think we fight Wizrow as, Linkle, but I could be wrong. But, you know, Wizrow's dead at this point. So now we're actually heading to the Temple of Souls, because that's where Sia is supposedly. Yeah, I mean, Link's got the Master Sword and all that kind of stuff, so... I think according to this little narration they always do, Link actually is getting overconfident and stuff like that.
Armed as he was with the blade of evil's bane, Link easily dispatched the newly revived Wizrow. The evil magician's parting words in their ears, Link and his allies set out to confront Sia at the Temple of Souls. With a string of victories behind them, the Hyrulean army's morale had improved remarkably. Even Link began to feel that he was invincible while the Master Sword was in his hands. Soon he was allowing overconfidence to cloud his judgment.
I mean, he's got sword beams now. I'd be a little overconfident if I had freaking beams shooting from my sword.
And as the two sides battled, unknown eyes watched from the shadows.
We already know it's Ganondorf. Unless they pull the wool over our eyes and it turns out it's like friggin' Miyamoto or something. Yeah, but the Temple of Souls is like a manifestation of Sia's mind, and there's a bit of a problem. First off, King Zora's right there, but there is a lot of Link in this building. I mean, you saw all the Link statues of like Wolf Link, Young Link, which I have... Someone call the FBI on Sia for that one. And then... You know, you go into the temple, you see portraits of Link on the walls. It's a little stalkery, right? Like, who do we call? So yeah, as you've noticed, though, by the way, with my rupee, all the rupees that are popping up on screen, they're not like the usual green and blue and all that. They're actually gray, and that's because I'm getting more rupees. Because I actually equipped the Rupees Plus, or the Rupees Festival, perk in the Apothecary before I started this battle. Meaning that for the whole battle, I will be getting more rupees than usual when defeating enemies. I guess I should get into the effects of the Apothecary, because there are a lot of effects. A lot of them I don't use because they're just kind of useless to me, honestly. But, like, basically, as you progress the game, you'll unlock more perks that you can use in the Apothecary. But the thing is in order to use the effects, you have to use materials to do so. And depending on what level perk you're getting, you're using different level materials. But, like, the effects range from, like, for the battle, you can only have one effect active per battle. And the effects range from, like, giving you better weapons, or giving you a better chance of getting better weapons, getting more experience during the battle, getting better material from the battle. I wasn't even on the floor! Or, as I'm using, getting more rupees in battle. It all just depends on what you're planning on using, what you need it for. You know, it's really good for grinding purposes. So I guess our first objective right now actually is capturing the magic keeps. And, yeah, that's really it. If you capture the middle one in both sides, you just sever the connection right there, then and there anyway. But actually, really, I'm supposed to go towards, see the sorceress's room, because that's where because we're actually going to be so yeah, as the thing mentioned, Link is technically being overconfident right now, which is not really something they show in gameplay, especially if you're like me who's playing as Link. This is another one of those instances, I believe, where the chapter was designed around the fact you're playing as Link. And I feel like if you weren't playing as Link in this if you're not playing as Link in this chapter, Link's morale would be really high, and his AI would be more reckless, and he would be going headfirst into battles, maybe. But I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, this is one of those instances where Link is the most important character in the chapter for a bit, because, yeah. I really miss Flurry Rush from Breath of the Wild / Age of Calamity. Because in Age of Calamity, you can do Flurry Rush if you barely dodge an enemy's attack in Breath of the Wild or in Age of Calamity, which was really helpful, but you can't do it in this game because, well, it didn't exist in this game yet. It's probably nothing Zelda. It turns out that Zelda left the stove on again. Yeah, but the main reason we were taking the magic keeps was because we wanted the Re-Dead Knights' morale to fall. Because, you know, morale means they're more powerful, and if they're too powerful, they'll overwhelm your forces and basically kill everybody. And by the way, the only person that can't die in battle right now is Zelda, but that's going to change in a few minutes, I want to say. You know, as soon as I go towards the witch's room. I could theoretically switch to Darunia right now. Yes, Darunia is the other playable character for this mission. I don't know why I'm limited to just him. I don't know why I couldn't choose between somebody to choose to play as somebody else if I wanted to. Legend mode is weird. Like, I understand, like, you're limited to that selection pool, but, like, I could only select Link, but for some reason I can only play as Darunia. Like, I can't choose if I want to play as Impa or Zelda or something like that, which is it's just a little bit of a weird decision. Because, I'm like, I think in Fire Emblem Warriors, and I could be misremembering by a shitload, you could choose who you... you could choose who you could play out of the pool of characters. Though I do think they limited to at least... You did have to at least have the main character you were playing as in your party. Like, if I was playing as, like, if I was playing as Lyanna, then I had to have her in the party. But if I was playing as, like... But, like, I could pick, like, Chrom... Like, if it was a map where Chrom, Lucina, and, like, 2 other characters were available for, I could pick Chrom and Lucina, but I wasn't limited to one of those 2. Unless it was a mission where I just didn't unlock anybody else at the time. Alright, are we actually going to go to the Sorcerer's room? Because, you know, this part's long enough. How long is this part? This part is 50... This part is almost... Okay. Actually, this is pretty standard part length. Yeah, but, like, if you look around in the room real quick, you can see a lot of statues of portraits of Link, all in, like, different poses and stuff like that, and different emotions for some reason. Yeah, like there's 2 back there. You know, should we, like... See, like, do we need to call somebody? Like, the psych ward? The police? The CIA? Who do we call? So yeah, due to Link's overconfidence and all that kind of stuff, it manifested like dark feelings within him or something like that. And C is using that to her advantage, and so she summoned Dark Link, a very iconic character in the Zelda series, despite the fact that I'm pretty sure he's only appeared in like a handful of the games. And his first appearance was the most annoying appearance. So yeah, we're fighting Dark Link, which is just fighting Link. There is a Dark Link, I do have the Dark Link skin for this game, which is really funny, but which is really weird because in the gallery when you hover over the Dark Link skin, it just basically makes Link's model pure black. It doesn't like make it into the model like we see now, like what we saw now. And I don't know why it does that. Because like it doesn't even do like the glowing red eyes or anything. It just turns on like a friggin' black layer like in Photoshop or some shit. So yeah, more Dark Links are here. So we have to stop the Dark Links from rampaging. Okay, what's like our percentage chance of winning on this one? Oh, and Ganondorf's here too. Even though I already mentioned that he was here. So yeah, Ganondorf's here because we're distracted, so he wants the Triforce, because remember, all three of the pieces of the Triforce are technically here once again. By the way, you don't have to kill all the Dark Links. I think after you kill like 2 or 3 of them, the game's gonna be like, alright, you did it. You stopped them from rampaging. Though I do think that getting the Gold Skulltula does actually require you to kill more than 2 of the Dark Links. I could be wrong, though. Oh yeah, and Zelda's retreating from... Yeah, see, Zelda's retreating from the enemies because, yeah, there's like way too goddamn many. I wonder where Ganon got these forces, considering that he just... Oh, wait, the Gate of... Wait, all the Gate of Souls were closed! The entirety of our forces. Oh, hold on, Zelda. I gotta take this guy's keep. I gotta take this keep. I don't really know if I got anything. Oh yeah, I mean, okay, Zelda. We should not be praising Link right now, considering his ego. But yeah, we'll let that pass, I guess. Yeah, I leveled up! But the Dark Link skin's actually pretty fun to use. I also like using it mainly when I'm having Link and Ganondorf work together in maps. I find it funny. Then again, I find it even more funny when I just have it to where it's just regular Link, not even Dark Link, and Ganondorf working together. Really makes you question things for a minute. Could have just threw some bombs at it, but no. Oh, one of the Dark Links from earlier was still in here, so I unfortunately have to kill two. The main one you want to kill is the one with the little person icon on it. That's the one that you have to kill for the objective. But for some reason, I'm prioritizing the other one first. I think it's because I want the experience. My inner Fire Emblem sometimes kicks in. You know, my favorite thing about Fire Emblem is that there are two types of maps in Fire Emblem. There's route maps and technically not route maps. Yeah, unfortunately, they do have the enemies do have invincibility frames. So yeah, where I was clearly hitting him and it did nothing. Yeah, that happens more than I'd care to admit. Oh come on, Link! You can defeat 1,000 enemies with no effort, but you struggle with 3 of yourself. Wimp. You're level 110, bro. Wait, I can do that? Hey, Impa, that was some nice tile you just damaged with your sword. I would have loved it if the Master Sword started talking to Link like Fi does, and Fi just stands there confused like, oh yeah, right, I forgot. By the way, this theme that's playing right now, I don't know if we've heard it already, but this is called Focal Line, and it basically is the theme that plays when everything is in your favor. And I actually like that. Oh, I see you summoned a great number of monsters. It's not that great. And Sia's gone, even though she wasn't even in the room, but... Ah! Link's at full health, so he can use sword beams! Wait, I could do that before this whole thing. Wait, what? Yeah, so now we have to keep Zelda and the others safe, or we lose. But actually, it's really keeps Zelda safe, because now the Hyrulean forces are going to retreat from the battlefield. And you have to cover them. So, yeah, what's going to happen is that once all of your allies reach the end of the field, they're safe. The only one that you have to make sure gets in there yourself is Darunia, because you're controlling him. Darunia has to get over to the escape point. Hey, Ganondorf. I mean Ganondork.
Is he ignoring me on purpose?
Zelda, we just went over this. Do not compliment Link. He just had an ego moment. I don't think we want him getting any more. I would have just loved it if Ganondorf just, like, stopped for a second and was like, wait,
Did he just ignore me?
oh, okay.
Rude.
It's like, how dare you not kick my ass? You know what? I'm gonna go kick your ass for that. I had no reason to take that keep, by the way. I just did. I would just love if Ganondorf just saw that we took the keep. Like, oh, well, he took our base. I guess we lose. By the way, the battle ends with Ganondorf losing. So I don't know why I'm doing this. I could have just let it go. I could have just killed Ganondorf. I think I know what I'm trying to do, actually. I just saw Link just get... I think I just saw Link get annihilated there. But yeah, once you get Darunia over there, he's not playable any longer. You can't play as him. But I think I know what I'm trying to do, actually. I'm trying to bait him, because there's actually some dialogue for when Ganondorf gets close to Zelda, which is basically, it's just basic dialogue, though. It's just like, Zelda can't move to defend herself, so she'll start taking damage really quickly. So yeah, I'm running away from Ganondorf so I can bait him over to where Zelda is. But unfortunately, Ganondorf's AI is prioritizing the allies that are near him, even though they're all small fry. So I actually have to bait him over by, like, you know, walking. Because I think how the enemy AI works, and you can correct me if I'm wrong on all this, I don't really care, is that the AI will prioritize enemies before objective, like, places. And the bigger the type of enemy, the more it will prioritize it. So, for example, like the small fry Gorons, Ganondorf's gonna ignore them since I'm there. But, you know, if it's an objective that, like, I have to protect in order to actually beat the game, I think Ganondorf would prioritize that over me. Yeah, see? Or, no, he's going after me. Yeah, see? I guess Ganondorf just prioritizes whoever's attacking him. I'm just taunting him. It's like, ooh, yeah, suck it. This is like my equivalent of teabagging in warrior games, because I can't do it in this game. I think that's just what it is. That's my equivalent. And why are you running around like in circles like a jackass?
You dare raise the blade of evil's bane toward... Can you stop running around in circles? You're making me dizzy.
This just tells me that Link's almost as fast as a horse, and that scares me. Link is almost as fast as a horse going full speed. Does that not intimidate anybody else? By the way, that KO count's scaring me too. Oops. Probably should have killed one more guy before we ended the part. Anyway, the next time we meet in Hyrule Warriors, actually, the next part is going to be dedicated to taking down Sia, because, yeah, this is actually the last time we're going to be seeing Sia until the end of the game. So see you guys next time, and take care.